Hey, what's up, world? Hey, I want to piggyback on something my brother said earlier today. He was talking about prison and how people be trying to drag him back mentally into prison, sending him those skits and those reels, and people try to put that behind him. Like he did more time than me, Hell, I did 13 years, so I definitely understand where he coming from. At the end of the day, nobody, if somebody specifically asks me about prison, I'll tell them, but I don't want to keep talking about that living in there. And, I look out for my homies, I'm stumped down when it comes to that, but I don't want to keep talking about that, being reminded of that, because like you said, you're trying to move forward. That's the whole parable about Sodom and Gomorrah. No matter if I'm a Muslim or whatever the case may be, I love that parable because it's telling you not to look back. You know what I mean? Or you get stuck. And you can't, and the worst place to be is in prison in here, mentally. So my thing is, and then to piggyback off of what he said in his comments, I want to elaborate on that because he had said that some chick that he knew, was treating him, trying to, acting all wishy-washy about because she got her tax money and the baby daddy and this, that, and the other. And see, that's the thing about relationships. Everybody get on there and put them posts, them reels. They make them posters, those stickers, whatever you want to call them. They say you shouldn't date if you broke. They say men shouldn't date if they're broke. I believe that goes for both genders. But let's take it a step further. I don't believe you should be dating when you broken spiritually or when you broken emotionally. If you're broken in either three of those categories, you should be working on yourself and shouldn't be trying to date or lay down, do nothing with nobody. Unless it's just something to, get you a quickie and go on about your business, but nothing beyond that. Because I know after I got out doing all that time, I know I'm not emotionally ready to be in no relationship. Not as of yet. And you can call this my 6-month review. All the old school people know back when the welfare days what that 6-month review is. So, and this is my 5-month review. Pretty much 5 to 6-month review. I done been out and the dating scene terrible. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I want to give myself time to talk to people, see what's going on, check the temperature of the online situation and different things. And my thinking was, see, everybody was viewing the glass half empty when they was telling me about the dating scene when I was locked up. I was looking at it half full because don't get me wrong, I love my black women. I love y'all to death. Y'all the original woman, period. There's nobody compared to y'all. Let's get that out the way. But when they said that, women weren't taking no mess and doing that, I like that because from my generation on back, we did play games. Though let's be accountable for everything, man. We can't sit there and talk about the women all the time. We did some bogus stuff, using them for sex, using them for money, the po pimping, gas money, food, all the stuff that they doing now, we did. Don't try to act like you didn't do it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people from our generation, those Gen X's and beyond, did that. And they watched their mamas and aunties and different that, and they not taking it no more. So that's in my mind. I'm like, oh, okay. So long as I bring my energy, the good energy to people, that's what they'll give me. Because I'm not trying to give nobody no bullshit. I'm trying to give you happiness, peace, no drama, respect, loyalty, friendship, eventually long-term partnership, all started from a small scale. I'm not trying to rush nothing. But when I got out here and got to talking, everybody's attitude changed. It's because it's like, I don't know if you remember the movie, how it was. It's an episode on Supernatural that where this person, everywhere they go, darkness follows. And that's how it is with our baggage, men and women. Let's get it right. You dragging your baggage. Shout out to Erykah Badu and Bag Lady. You know what I mean? Because it's garbage men too. We drag our baggage to the next relationship, to the next, and don't never fully heal. No one can heal you. No one can heal me but me. There's no woman on this planet that can heal me from the scars that I had when I got out. See, my baggage is different. My baggage, I've been in a bad relationship with the DOC. I healed from my marriage, but I'm going to talk about my marriage in these terms because I was single for 3 years and I lost probably, I would say, three good women that I know probably would have been good women for me, but I wasn't emotionally or spiritually ready, not even financially ready to get in those situations. Because for one, I don't use nobody. You know, for two, if I know I can't treat you right and be the best man I can be, I'm not going to be around you. Simple as that. You know, because for one thing, I left home when I was 17. We're going to get that straight. I don't need nobody's money. I don't need nobody's car. I don't need nobody's bed. I got my own. And sorry for the people that I love, the elderly women in my family. I don't need no coochie neither, because I want to introduce y'all to two people. Palmastine right here and Fistina right here. So I don't need it. Wanting is a different thing than needing it. You know what I mean? So let's get that clear. But when I got out here, I seen everybody just so angry, so bitter. They side-eyeing everything. Everybody got this pimp Mac mentality. You know, what you gonna give me? I'm gonna give you as little as possible, but you gotta give me the world. I'm just gonna give you a pebble. No, that's not how it goes. And the thing is, you should be honest. A lot of people don't be honest about it. Be honest, because I'm gonna tell you something. You find any woman that I dealt with when I was back in my heyday doing my macking thing, doing my single thing, because single people do what single people do. They see multiple people. That's what they do. I don't know why people think that's a player. No, a player lies. He play games. A single person gonna date around, gonna sleep around. You're single. That's the whole purpose. You're not attached to anyone. So you therefore, you can do what you want to do to whom you want to do it with. Correct? So I get out here, and from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, even some of the 60s, they're straight bitter. I mean, real life bitter mode. And I understand it. I've been in bitter mode in relationships. When you get out of a relationship after you've been battered emotionally, sometimes physically, financially, and if you've been hit with all three, and I've been with all three, I got the trifecta, you don't want to be bothered with nobody. And you hate the other gender. You may love the other gender, you may desire the other gender, but deep down you hate them. And you think everybody's the same, and it's not. And you can't treat everybody the same. So that's what I've been getting out here. I don't get good conversation half of the time. I've been on a couple dates. It went nowhere, you know, because that's all I'm trying to do. Anything that I do is going to be in small increments and move to the larger scale, because I want somebody to know me and accept me for me, and I want to know them and accept them for them. I'm not trying to rush into bed with nobody. I'm not trying to rush to nobody's house. I don't want nobody over my house. I love my space. I love my peace. My girlfriend sitting over there in that corner. Y'all heard her name is Xbox. You hear me? And this is true. My music, that's what I do. My peace. Getting in tune with my grandkids. I haven't seen my grandkids. You know, my grandkids grew up while I was behind bars. That's what I care about. My mom's getting older. That's who I care about. That's what the time that I love to spend. And then I also like spending time with myself. I love myself more than anybody else can. And sometimes you gotta be selfish. Is that selfish? Excuse me. Is that self-centered? Yes. But am I making anybody pay for it emotionally? No. That's the difference. Because some people can be selfish and self-centered while having a partner, while having a significant other, and then they're losing out. They're feeling neglected. So I got out here in the dating scene, and just like bro said, people treating you like the baby daddy did, the ex-husband did, dude around the street did, dude did 10 years ago, dude did all this scarred, bitter ass shit. You know, no, if you're not ready to date, tell somebody. If you're not ready to be friends, it was a time that I didn't even want to be associated with a woman. I came home, worked, took care of my kids, and repeated the process to where the ladies next door, once they got to know me, she didn't mean no disrespect. She asked me, was I gay? She said, we thought you was gay because we didn't see nobody come in and out that house but your guys, which was male, your kids, and your mama. I said, because I was taking time for myself and I didn't want to be bothered. I talked to women on the phone. I ventured off, you know, but it wasn't nothing serious until I felt that I was ready to somebody move that needle for me and I got in a relationship. I only been in 3 relationships my entire life. I don't play no games with my heart. Because I don't want nobody playing no games with mine. I don't play no games with theirs, and vice versa. You know how it goes. You know, same energy. I'm a firm believer in the eye for an eye. If I'm giving you good, give me good. If I'm giving you bad, give it right back to me, and I'll accept it because I deserve it. There's no turning the other cheek. I'm not from the dark Martin Luther King, MLK family tree. R.I.P. to him, much love to him. I'm from that Malcolm X, Nat Turner tree. You hit me, I'm hitting you back. You know what I mean? Simple as that, and that's what I expect somebody else to do, so therefore I will not do it. You know, so bro was talking about that, and you run across that so much, you know, and sorry ladies, so I hate to say it, calling you bad ladies. You carrying this unchecked emotional trauma around, which you should get therapy, see your reverend, pray, fight. I don't know, go to one of them places where you beat up things, exercise, do something, and get that out your system, because you can't take that to the next man. You can't take that to the next relationship because he don't deserve it. Just like nobody deserved that I went to prison for 13 years for something I didn't do. Nobody don't deserve the bad relationship I was in with my son, with my ex-wife. You know, simple as that. I didn't take that out on nobody. I'm not taking out of that I've been in prison for something I didn't do out on nobody. I want to find happiness. I want to find peace. I want to find a partner at some point in some time in every phase. Somebody that I can lay with, pray with, and stack that pay with. You hear me? That's what I'm trying to do. But until then, I'm happy with being alone. I'm comfortable with being alone. Being lonely and being alone is two different things, night and day. You know, so to give this 6-month review, this dating scene sucks. It does. You can't even find nobody to sit around and have grown folks conversation and just chill a little bit without some messy, toxic, or something going on with somebody. You just can't find it. Either people trying to move too fast, or they just not interested at all, or they got so much trauma they don't know whether they coming or going. And I done been in all three. That's why I can speak on it. I'm not throwing no darts. I'm not throwing no stones. Because I lived in that glass house too with holes in it. Holes still in that glass house. So the dating scene terrible. And I'm not going to sit idly by just like bro did. He told old girl fuck her. And that's how I feel too. I'm not letting nobody, what Tim, what Jim, what John, what Mike did to you, you not finna take that out on me. If you expect me to treat you with dignity and respect, that's what I require in return. If I share with you, you share with me. Simple as that. It's easy. What the Tupac song say? Fair exchange. Because I'm not going to treat you like a fool, and I'm not going to let you treat me like one. I'm a grown man, 50 years old, a grandfather. And this is one of the first things that I'm starting doing. It's going to be called the Truth Session. And I'm going to be giving y'all outlooks on my life and the things that I care about and how I feel about certain situations. I appreciate you watching at the end of the day. But this first one I had to attack because of the situation. That's all you see on the internet is scorned women and bitter men. And they all black, African American, whatever you want to call yourself, melanated, whatever you, dark, shade, 1201, 1159. Everybody on here at each other's throats. How did we go from being kings and queens to Bloods and Crips hating each other? We was holding our hands saying we shall overcome. Now we looking at each other with malice and menace in our eyes. And we supposed to be the original man and the original woman, and we hate each other. I don't need that nigga. I got my own house. You paying your bills all by yourself and you living check to check. Well, I don't need that bitch. I don't need her. Well, you probably sleeping on your mama's couch. Not seeing your kids. You may have a place, don't get me wrong. It's independent men out here. You women get it twisted like we can't take care of ourselves without y'all, but it's a lot of us can, and we have been doing it for a long, long time. I left home at 17 years old and didn't look back. But that's the climate that we're in. Most men rather pay for that thing and then deal with a woman 24/7. Most women using the rolls, whatever the popular vibrator is, that's what they're using. Or their hand, and sitting at home And that's sad because our families, our bond been broken. That Willie Lynch is real. It's working right now. It took generations for it to get like that, and that's the way it is now. Black women don't want to be bothered with black men, and black men don't want to be bothered with black women. And that's sad. And no other race can stake that claim. It's sad and it's depressing. And I've been out here and I witnessed it because I have got treated as such. I'm not no ATM. I'm not no fucking Cash App. I'm not no Uber, and I'm not Motel 6. You provide those things for me, I can be every last one of those things if you do those for me. Simple as that. Because there's no kingdom without a king and a queen present. Period. You can build you a nice house. You can build you a nice hut. But there is no kingdom without a king and a queen. No matter how you slice it, dice it, fry it, dye it, or lay it to the side, or glue the shit to your head. There's none. So I just sit here and chill. I done pretty much gave up after 5.5 months I've been out. I could care less if I go on a date. I can care less if I talk to a woman. I could care less if I lay down and sleep with her, because none of that stuff is important. Because if we're not in tune about our peace and about our respect and growing something together, I don't want to be bothered with you. Keep your big booty, keep your pretty face, keep your long hair, keep your eyelashes, keep the baby hair on the side that look like finger waves, by the way, from the 70s and 80s. It's sexy, some of y'all, but some of y'all need to stop it. For real, like stop it. But other than that, I'm good. So whenever a grown woman approached me, she would be responded to by a grown man. But but like bro said, I'm not getting treated like nobody baby daddy, nobody ex, none of that. Because I didn't cause none of them wounds that any of you all have. You come to me correct or you don't come at all. And I'm just giving you some advice, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not ready to be in a relationship, situationship, associationship, be honest with yourself and look in the mirror and say, I'm just not ready and I'm going to do me. Because somebody good may come to you and you blow it. I did 3 times after my marriage. Blew it. I shot them down because I knew I wasn't ready, but they was 3 very good women that I know probably I might still would have been to this day. But I wasn't ready because I was carrying around that baggage. So I'm just giving y'all some advice. If you're trying to be happy with someone else, because I can't say men like men, women like women, whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge. That has nothing to do with me. But if you're trying to be with somebody, be honest with yourself, what you really want and what you will provide. And be honest with that person when you meet them. Because honesty goes a long way than games and bullshit. Because what the old school saying, you can't run game on a game runner, baby. That's why I am the way I am. I done been around the block more times than a paper boy, and you not gonna piss on me and tell me it's raining. Simple as that. So I'm chilling, I'm doing me, and I just want to piggyback off of my bro Rail, what he just said. He ain't got time to be getting treated like some baby daddy that getting scorned somebody by somebody new and all that, and I'm not neither. I refuse to. As soon as I get that notion, deuces. See you. I'll holla. Period. Peace. This is the Truth Speaker. First truth session that I'm going to have, and it's going to be many, many more to come.